It's your morning wake-up call.
Or, whenever you're listening to
Yeah.
You get to choose when you listen.
Oh,
so.
okay. Oh, they do. Okay, cool.
Oh, they do.
Okay. It's your girl, Stevie.
And it's me. It's Brooke. Hi.
Brooke, hello.
Hi guys, welcome to the
Help
podcast. We out here today, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We out here and we're talking about social media. And some people call it social media, but we're not those
whatever.
people, so it's fine.
Maybe we do,
We do what we want. We do what we want and it's fine. Social media and just, its general impact on our personal mental health, the world's mental health, society as a whole. Everything is crumbling around us. It's fine.
We out here making changes, y'all.
It's cool.
Let you know.
Cool. It's crumbling. Let's just look at memes. It's fine. We're good.
Yeah, the whole time. Let's just laugh it off.
Okay, so we're going to get into this article, but first, let's just briefly touch on our personal leanings, thoughts, feelings about social media.
All the above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you feeling about it, girl?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for asking me. No, it's just a love-hate. I don't know. I go back and forth, and I was, telling you earlier that I've actually had to unfollow people.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, there's, normal people on Instagram, and then there's creepers. And sometimes, I don't know where the line's drawn for me. I know they're, astrological sign. It's okay, calm down. Pull it back in.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are just, people. These aren't necessarily... They're not, friends that, They're just, figures.
It sounds, more concerning than it actually is. I was joking about the astrological...
Should we be worried about you, Steve? Is what I'm wondering. Okay,
No.
cool.
It's just, when I see people doing, super cool things, I have, fear of missing out, FOMO.
That's in this article, yeah.
I'm not doing enough, all that jazz.
Yeah. Okay.
What about
Pressures, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Recently... I haven't been taking, a purposeful break from social media, but it has just kind of happened. Mm-hmm. Because I would say similar thing that you have where it's oh shit, I don't have my life together. I don't have all these perfect pictures.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing? But I guess it's never I've got so much of that, just in general in life, that it's never, extra affected me with social media.
It's, just a normal standard.
Yeah, I'm like that. Okay, this is my baseline. I get it. This is social media is what life is. It's fine. Okay. But in general, I've been feeling, really weird about, I guess, what my role with social media is. Yeah. Does that make any sense? What the purpose of me posting on social media is.
Oh, really?
And I think probably because in the past... I've had, not necessarily, my intentions weren't lined up correctly with my posts, where it was, things where I really was, trying to get likes.
Yeah.
Let me, choreograph this post so I can get, the most, let's milk the likes out of this bitch.
Yeah.
Should I put my butt first? What are we doing?
Because, that's... Yeah. I'm thinking what you're thinking.
Yeah. What should the oh my gosh, I've agonized over captions before. Just
seriously, some people are really witty with them, and you know what? No, people 12-year-olds know how to Photoshop now. They're on Adobe. They're
just
creating apps.
Face tuning also. Yeah, no, it's crazy.
I haven't even face tuned, and I heard that's another level.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. I've never done it either. I've been face-tuned in a friend's photo, and I didn't like it.
Really?
I mean, I like the photo. It looks good. My skin looks great. It's fine. But it's a weird feeling of okay, that's not what it looked like, though.
Yeah.
So I don't really... I mean, I'll, auto adjust my photos on Lightroom.
Yeah.
And maybe put, a profile on it or something. But for the most part, I don't really filter photos because I have a weird.
I think put a filter over black and white.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know.
It feels weird. Does it feel weird? It doesn't feel weird to the rest of the population.
It does feel weird. The only time like I could think about when I Photoshop was when I had my MySpace and
yes, girl.
I was really insecure about my boobs. But like obviously there was not like technology advanced then.
Right. Like,
you know,
what did
so
you
like
do?
dude, you could tell the wall was morphed. It was so cringeworthy. And sometimes I look at it like it's still there in the universe, just floating around.
This needs to be our Instagram photo.
Oh gosh. Seriously?
It doesn't have to be.
Okay, I mean it can
but
be.
I would love for it to be.
Yeah, but now it's the standard. And now like as you get older, you're like look at people around your age, you're like, how the heck what's your skincare regimen? What's going on? But it's Facetune, baby. They be like out there lying.
They're like, I have never washed my face.
Yeah.
I use an app for that.
Or like the answer, I use soap. I'm like, I damn well know you don't use soap on your face.
Bitch, you lying.
Bitch, you lying. That ain't a soap face.
Did you see my, I posted it on my story this week. It was a meme that was like, me at 29.
Oh my gosh, Jennifer Aniston.
Of like this old lady bent over, dying. Jennifer Aniston at 50, like gorgeous ball gown, toned arms, amazing skin, glowing.
I'm telling you, that's a money thing.
That's money.
That's money, baby.
That's money for
You
sure.
see Selena Gomez?
No, not recently.
She looks really young. She just looks like...
Fuck
she
her.
just looks young. She looks like she could go play a high school student tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Today,
she's
like
if
our
she's not
age.
busy.
I mean, Paul Rudd's like 55.
Yeah, there's like they're injecting baby cells into their face or something out in Hollywood.
Yeah, no, that
And
is
like-
a thing. I probably...
Yeah, I'm sure. I want in. Like, I want in. Give me those stem cells. Let's do this.
I slightly remember a drunk conversation and somebody just gearing it in, or like railing it into my head that that's what they do.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was slightly inebriated, but I was
Like-
like,
Is it like a Botox cocktail of like stem cells?
Jeez,
And some people do like, there's like a thing where people will inject younger people's blood into their body. We need money, guys. Let's try
dude,
this.
that's what it is. That's what it is.
That's why we're in the podcasting game.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're
We're-
so much money over here.
Loaded.
Loaded.
Baby stem cells all up in our face.
So yeah, we kind of broke it down into a few sections.
Yeah, should we
First
get
section? Heck
get
yeah.
into this article?
Get in where you fit in, baby.
I
I don't know. Whatever. Cold space was like,
Whatever.
that was inappropriate, Stevie. It's like, okay,
Sorry.
I'm gonna pull it back now.
Sorry, Dad. Sorry. Okay, this is on theindependent.co.uk.
Shut up.
6 Ways Social Media Negatively Affects Your Mental Health by Sabrina Barr. Okay, so the first one is self-esteem. She says, we all have our fair share of insecurities, some that we speak about openly and others that we prefer to keep to ourselves. I speak about all my insecurities all the time.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm like, I don't prefer to keep any to myself.
No,
I'm
I
like-
think that's why we're also friends, because like we overshare
Yeah.
and we make it into a joke too. We're like,
This is fine, right?
yeah, we
We're
like
good.
joke. It like keeps it light, but we still talk about
Yeah.
our issues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. However, comparing yourself to others on social media by stalking their aesthetically perfect Instagram photos or staying up to date with their relationship status on Facebook could do little to... Oh, see, this is a word that I always see, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I know how to say that. And then
Oh,
I
goodness.
have to read it out loud on a podcast, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Do you know what, Steve?
I don't know. I can see it.
Right? It's like one
I
I've
see
never
it.
heard out loud. Or
No, I thought...
assuage. Assuage.
Assuade?
Sure.
Yeah.
Assuage?
To assuage.
I don't know why I want to say assuage.
Assuage your feelings. And it's just like, don't use fucking words like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm offended.
From Great Britain.
Yeah, I
It's
was
true.
like, please don't turn the phone towards me because I can already read it and I don't know how to pronounce it.
So fuck that word. Anyway, your feelings of self-doubt. A study conducted by the University of Copenhagen found that many people suffer from a Facebook envy, with those who abstain from the site reporting that they felt more satisfied with their lives. When we derive a sense of worth based on how we are doing relative to others, we place our happiness in a variable that is completely beyond our control. And that was Dr. Tim Bono.
Thanks, Tim.
Which is, you know, kind of what we were talking about a little bit of it's so easy to get caught in that trap of like, oh, okay, this is what everybody else is doing. Everybody else looks so fucking great. Look at their skin. It's amazing. Oh shit. I don't look like that. I don't have all of that going on. I don't have these amazing photos. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah, well, everybody's editing now. Like,
Yeah.
it's the standard.
Yeah. And
to edit.
It's true. Like, you can't, like, exactly like that says, like, if you base your self-esteem or your worth on something outside of yourself, it's not only is it never going to work out, but specifically with social media, because it's not real. It's not a real standard.
Yeah.
And like a lot of it is,
Yeah, well, it's like superficial. It's superficial and like shallow kind of thing, but it's also hard, right? Like you're on like social media. I even catch myself before I go to bed, like I'm like, what is the most unhealthy thing I could do for my mental health right now?
Let's fucking do it.
Let's do it. It's 12 in the morning. It's a great idea. Scrolling through like other females or something like that, and I don't do it as often as I used to, but it's like I go into the vortex realm of like, and also getting older, like the uncomfortability of getting older, and then you're just like going through like
seeing all these younger people.
Yeah, and we're not even like far off from them, but it's just like the thought.
Yeah, you just. Yeah. You've lost your youth, that thought.
Yeah. And I'm like, or
I feel it often.
Yeah.
It's gone.
It's crazy.
Yeah, totally. And I think, like, I think probably with social media, why it's never, like, extra affected my self-esteem is because, like, I just never really had it in the first place.
Okay.
Which I think if I was growing up, so we've talked about before, like, I was, like, Twitter wasn't a thing until I was in college. Like, Instagram wasn't a thing until I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, Facebook was, but it wasn't to the level that it is now. And I think if I were growing up right now, like, just with my nature and how I am, I'd be so fucked. Like, I wouldn't have a chance at all. Because I was already, like, getting those messages just from school and, like, society and, like, TV and commercials and stuff. And that was enough for me to, I mean, I have problems, but that was enough for me to like not have any self-esteem. I can't imagine also getting that constantly from social media. But I think I was established in my lack of self-esteem enough already when social media came around that I was like, fucking whatever, it's fine. Like this is just how life is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't imagine like being a kid today and like growing up with that through your formative years.
No, kids are contouring at like age 12. I'm really confused and highly uncomfortable. No, dude, I'm like, how old are you? Are you 16? You 12? Are you 10? Like, I don't know because you're contouring your face, and the fact that you know that. And like,
I have no fucking idea how to contour my face. I'm 29.
But like, when we were kids, we'd like go play, and we had MySpace. You do like the top 8.
Yeah.
You like know what's up, like
you edit your music on there.
You secretly get salty when somebody brings you down a notch. You're like, all right, I gotta hang out with that person soon. But the fact is, I think like kids, like especially girls, and I don't know, I'm sure there's like a guy side of like the fitness realm, like that might be the guy side, or them they just check out girls the whole time or something. I don't know what men do, but
I don't know.
The fact that girls are contouring their face at like such a young age, that's effing crazy to me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's weird.
It's weird.
It's real
I'm like,
weird.
what kind of makeup you use? She's
Yeah,
like,
what
it's
you got,
Bobbi
girl?
Brown and Chanel and like Dior on my face. I'm like, what the heck? You shouldn't even be thinking about that right now.
No, my mom wouldn't let me wear makeup till I was like, I guess I was still pretty young, but I think I fought a lot on it. I was like maybe 13.
We may have like done the same thing though, because we haven't worn, like, I think 22 was the year maybe I was like, you know what, I'll try makeup on. Unless, like, when I'm going out, yeah, I will, but like...
Yeah, that's me too. I've been trying to wear it more lately. Just
the older I get, the more it starts compounding onto my face.
Yeah, I'm like, I've been trying to wear it more lately because I need it now.
I feel too. I'm like, I need it. You don't want to see this.
Yeah. I'm like, ooh, I should put, okay.
Who's that?
Girl,
What's
you need
that?
at least some eyeliner on.
Is that a new wrinkle, baby? What you doing there?
Have you seen Instagram lately, bitch?
Yeah.
Put on some mascara.
Standards
okay?
are high.
And let's go to the next one.
Okay, cool.
Because you know,
Okay.
we have low self-esteem and social media doesn't help us, and you know we can think about it more, but it's just gonna make it worse. So let's just go to the next one. Human connections. So as human beings, it's important for us to be able to communicate and forge personal connections with one another. However, it can be hard to do so when we're glued to rectangular screens, becoming more acquainted with our friends' digital facades than their real life personas. Oh my god, Stina Sanders. Ooh.
I like that name.
A former model who has 107,000 followers on Instagram explained how social media sometimes makes her feel like she's being left out. I know from my experience I can get FOMO when I see my friends' photos of a party I didn't go to, and this in turn can make me feel quite lonely and anxious. There was a study published in the American Journal of Epidemiology that assessed 5,000 subjects found that overall regular use of Facebook had a negative impact on an individual's well-being. That's interesting. That's not specifically about human connection, I guess. But so weird that they put that in there.
Yeah, and then the model thing, just throw that out there. She's a model, by the way.
By the way, she's
Human
107,000 followers. No big deal or anything.
Yeah.
But so this is another part of social media that I feel like I've missed out on because of who I am as a person. I don't have FOMO and I never really have, because I'm such a like, I really like being alone. I like it a lot. And I think it has to do with like my sisters were like so much older than me. And then, I mean, they had left the house by the time I was like 10, and then my mom worked a lot. So I kind of always was alone when I grew up. So I'm very used to it. And I like not that I prefer it. I like to be around people, but I kind of have to force myself to do that. Like, I'm going to operate if I'm given my choice, like I'm going to be alone. I'm going to be out in the woods
Every day.
Cooking some beans out on a stove.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know where to find you if the world ends.
Yeah. I'll be out in the woods.
I'll be cooking some beans with you, girl.
Bean sisters. Couple of bean sisters.
2 peas in the pod.
2 beans in a can. Sorry, I did that.
Okay.
But yeah, so I've like, that's never been a real issue for me, like the FOMO causing anxiety. Because I'm like, oh, cool, looks like they had fun. I stayed at home and I was really comfortable in my robe in bed. And
do you like talk to people through social media? Is there like anybody like you DM and talk to regularly that you don't hang out with in real life?
No.
Oh. Well, okay.
Okay, cool. Like, we're different here.
Okay. Yeah, but that's interesting.
Do you think that you have FOMO with it?
I think it's more so of like feeling inadequate. It's like...
It's more of the self-esteem.
Yeah, and like sometimes I see people having fun. Like if people are wearing wigs and they're like going to a disco, I want to go.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? So that would be like my FOMO, but like in regards to like human connection, man, I don't know why, but I've actually like met up with some people that I used to know back in the day, and like I've gotten coffee with them, and they actually turned out to be like really good friends.
Yeah, and that only happened because of social media.
Yeah, happened because of social media,
which is the cool aspect.
Yeah, and sometimes, you know what? It's actually here's a weird thing. Like sometimes there's people that I'll talk to on social media, and I'm not like a social media person, and I could get better, just in terms of like how the podcast and stuff like that. But there's people that I talk to, and I feel like even in high school it was like a popularity contest, but now it's brought it to social media where it's like some people won't even like, it's like I know them and we'll talk, but it's like very surface level because I'm just not like the social media person that they are. Does that make any sense? Mm-hmm. You know, because they're like always trying to get a following and stuff. So
oh, that sucks. Don't hang out with those people.
yeah. Well, you know, I just want to like hang out with people, but it's weird. It's like you talk to people, but you could also feel like because you're not in that social media like game, you can kind of feel like them being like, you're beneath me. I don't know how to explain this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I've like met people outside of like talking on the social media and like DMing and stuff, and it's like when I talk to them, and these people that I talk to, it's like maybe they have like 100,000 followers or something, but like I've talked to them outside of it, but the second I start like a friend got married or something, I'm like, congrats or something, it's like they withdraw back from like even talking to me, and I'm like, it kind of confuses me, but like then I also realize like there's like a whole social media realm of like people just interacting with people that kind of like on their caliber, and I'm just not like that. I don't even know how to be cool like that, you know what I mean?
That's not
like
true, Steve. You're very
maybe
cool.
like, yeah, I guess like it's not intentional, baby. Like it's not intentional, but like there's a disconnect, and so there's like,
it's like a different,
yeah,
there's this like a social like
it's just
realm
it's like
of social media.
yeah, well, it's like in
weird
high school when people are like popular that I'm not going to talk to the nerd, and then maybe they see him outside at like the grocery store and they like talked and it was like a totally normal conversation, and then the nerd's like, hey, what's up, and they're like, oh my god, don't talk to me,
not here.
Yeah,
people can see you.
Yeah,
they can hear us.
Yeah, this is like deep in my subconscious, some stuff that I think about, because like I get bummed out. I'm like, dude, that was we were like had a good thing going, man. I thought we could get some coffee, you were really cool,
connected.
We get connected. Disconnect.
They hung up that
Disconnect.
shit.
They hung up the phone, man. They're like, no,
bitch, not
she
here.
doesn't use Facetune.
So we can't be friends. Sorry.
That's it. What is the next
The next one is memory. Social media can be great for looking back fondly on memories and recounting how past events occurred. However, it can also distort the way in which you remember certain tidbits from your life. Many of us are guilty of spending far too much time trying to take the perfect photo of a visual marvel, wow, all the while not actually absorbing the firsthand experience of witnessing it with your own two eyes. Which, you know, whatever. I don't know that I feel that. Or like that I guess I kind of make a point to not be on my phone or be taking pictures, like at concerts and stuff.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Just because I guess my instinct is to go and like, oh, like take these pictures, but I kind of fight it because I'm like, okay, that's not being in this moment at all, and like I'm never gonna look at this video again, so I might as well just like enjoy this while I'm here. And I think part of that is it really has just always annoyed me when people are just constantly taking videos on their phones at concerts.
Dude, it's rude when you're hanging out with somebody and they're on their phone. I'm like, do you have a brain cell in your head to not like think this is inappropriate while I'm like hanging out with you? Like when it's like super excessive, like they don't even make eye contact. They're
just like on their phone.
Yeah, they're like, no, totally, and then they like look up.
Is that real? I don't know if I've ever like. I'm sure it is.
I just think that's a lack of awareness, like of your surroundings or something. Look at me, I'm being hater right now.
Haterade, drinking the haterade.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's in my cup over there, girl?
Hey.
Is that coffee?
Hey,
is that haterade?
That's some vodka. I don't know.
It's vodka.
If I'm having like super fun, then I'll do a video, like just a cheeky video of us having fun, just because it's funny to me.
Yeah, and there, like, I feel like there are things that, well, I would say like I hate how much like I can see in all of the pictures that I've taken like since I got my iPhone, because they're all saved in my Dropbox. Like in 2010 when I got my iPhone, there's like 40 pictures for the whole year. And
it increased?
By 2019, there's like 7,000 pictures a year.
Yeah.
Like, easy. And so I think it's just like, it's something, it does make sense. Like, it's just so accessible that, I take 1 million pictures a day. I take screenshots, like all these things that have just become kind of part of my life. And it's become something that just is. Like, I never like really consciously thought about it or like thought about what I'm going to call the digital clutter that I've started to amass until I started going through my photos and realizing
anxiety.
Like, fuck, I don't need, like, this is 47 of the same selfie with me and Maggie. Like, I don't need this.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know, it's like, it's just become like a way of life, I guess. And I think that nobody's really like, or the majority of people probably aren't like really thinking. Like, I know I wasn't ever really thinking about like, it just was like, oh, I'll just take this picture because it'll be fun or cute or whatever. And then I go back and I'm like, oh fuck, I've just like created this like massive pile of shit in my Dropbox that I don't need, and now I have to spend time like going back through and deciding like, oh, should I just delete this picture? Should I delete this stupid screenshot of a text message from 2011?
Yeah.
But now it feels like I shouldn't because it's like some weird keepsake thing.
I know that.
Yeah, that's the other weird, like that's probably the weirdest thing about, which is not social media specifically, but about phones and memory, is like you can literally like with text, I mean, you can hoard and like you can keep the text thread, and I used to do this with my ex, so unhealthy. I would just go back and scroll back like days and days and days to like our last argument after it was over and completed and done, but I like wasn't really completely over it, and I would just fucking relive that thing, like because we would argue over text.
Really?
So I would just go back and read through it, and it was like an addiction to the adrenaline or whatever that
like
came
where
with
you
it.
were at that time, that was probably like where you would like to be at now. No?
No, not necessarily. I think it really was just like some sort of addiction to like the stuff that's released when you're in a conflict like that, like the adrenaline and the dopamine and stuff.
So a cycle.
Yeah, so I would just go back through and read it and just get pissed all over again.
Dang.
And that's what, like, I still have screenshots from like arguments and stuff with him in my Dropbox that I'm like, well, I don't want to get rid of this because like I still get pissed about it, but no, I don't.
Maybe we should just like purge all of it together.
Yeah, probably.
We'll have a purge party.
Purge party.
Yeah, we'll drink some vino, and by that I mean water.
Yes.
And we'll just purge through everything.
Some wine, but like the version before Jesus turned it into wine.
Oh yes, yes. That's what I mean.
Yeah. So I think that probably happens with social media as well, where it's like just not necessarily even memory, but it's like some weird like brain, like some things are being released and people are just going back to old shit to like look over it to get those same chemicals that they had at that concert or when they were visiting this thing.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I mean, I think depending on a lot of factors, like how often you're doing it or if it's like causing you to not do other things, and like maybe it's not that bad. But I mean, if it's an argument with your boyfriend, like it's probably not great.
I haven't done like the whole argument thing.
No.
Mine's like genuine text people have sent me of like love and stuff, and then I don't want to delete it. Yeah, and I'm like, this was like a connection I made like years ago, and I'm like kind of holding on to it.
I think those are good. Like I think that's like the good version of that, where like this is something that brings you, and probably if it's a good version, you're not like, I mean, because I was doing it with the negative stuff like obsessively, where I would, instead of like doing my schoolwork or like doing homework, I was like, let me go back and read this argument over and over again. Whereas if it's like you just like feel down and you're like, I'm gonna go read this text that somebody sent me, that was very nice, I don't think that's that bad.
It's like my version of like the late night scrolling over like random people I have no business scrolling through, and then you do it with the text messages kind of. But it's like I don't get feelings of high. It's just like it brings me to the depths of hell for myself. Yeah, that's great.
It's fine. It's cool. It's just the depths of hell. Okay. It's cool.
Try to refrain from like laughing.
No, do it. Laugh out loud, girl. Live out loud and laugh out loud.
Laugh out loud.
That's our fucking motto here.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so the next one, speaking of late night, is sleep. Basically, this just says that many of us use our phones too soon before choosing to hit the hay. Ugh, making it harder to doze off.
You didn't like that. Hit the hay.
Hit the hay.
Gonna hit the hay.
Okay, nerds.
Oh, yeah. Hit the hay. Cole doesn't like it either.
I need to get rid of that
consensus.
Stop putting that in articles. So yeah, basically it's just like the light from our phone fucks with us, and then like potentially like getting like worked up with what you see on social media, like anxiety or envy or anything like that can just fuck with you before you go to sleep. I don't like I don't look at my phone before I go to, I mean I kind of do for like texts and stuff, but I just plug it in like probably an hour before I go to bed and then answer any texts that I need to, and then just peace out. Like I don't really, I'm also like a very sleepy person, and I prioritize sleep a lot, and I'm like, no, nothing can get in my way of sleeping.
Yeah.
But do you experience that where it gets in your way?
Yeah, I get on Reddit. That's my thing. And I read people's stories.
That'll
Like,
fuck you up.
no, dude, I'm like, what's going on? And I like to know what people are like thinking in certain situations. Yeah, no, I do that. I do that. But that would be, there's not like, like Facebook, don't even look at Facebook, really.
No, Facebook's for old people.
Dude, I offended somebody by saying that once, and I'm like, but it's the truth.
Yeah, it's for old people, and it's for people from your hometown.
Oh, really?
Your hometown is not on Facebook?
No, they are. I guess that a lot of them are on Instagram.
Oh, okay. No, my hometown is like pretty much
Really? Facebook?
95% Facebook, yeah. Sleep. Yeah, it doesn't affect my sleep at all.
You love sleep.
Like nothing. I don't allow anything to affect my sleep. I'm like, bitch, get out of my way. I'm tired.
Yeah, I think it's also important to note that like Brooke was. Can I say this? Like you were dating, and then you had a conversation with a guy about sleep, and you're like, "Yeah, I sleep 10 hours," and he's like, "I sleep
What
6."
The fuck? Yeah, no, I'm a sleepy person.
I love sleep so much.
Like it. I really value it. I could do a whole episode on sleep.
Like when I'm ready to go to sleep, I'm like, everybody shut
Get
up.
the fuck out of my way.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I'm like, stop, dude. It's not funny anymore.
It's very easy for me to go to sleep, but it's very hard for me to wake up from sleep.
Yeah.
So, but
I'll take it.
just sleeping in general is not a problem.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you have any unhealthy people that you follow that maybe, like, if you think about it, maybe you shouldn't follow them?
no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think in general, like with social media for me, so part of the reason probably that I've been on like a slight hiatus from it is because that was my career for a while.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it had to do with social media, and I always had to be on social media and be monitoring social media and thinking about it and like how to be strategic on it. And I super hated it. Like it felt weird to me. It felt like fake and too planned out, which, you know, is what marketing is.
Yeah.
So like maybe I didn't like marketing, but it just was draining to me, and I think that's why I've been taking like a pretty solid hiatus from it personally. But I kind of did like a follower or following purge where I just kind of unfollowed people who, and I didn't feel like any of them were like unhealthy for me to be following, but it just like there was no real purpose for me to be following them,
for
so
sure. Yeah.
I did that earlier this year. Overall, I would say like I feel like I have a pretty good handle on social media and how it affects my mental well-being. I just don't know. I feel that there is good in social media and good that can come from social media.
Yeah.
And using it, and I want to tap into that, but I guess I'm at a point where I don't know how to tap into that or the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably just being real, like,
and being honest, but that's not like a common thing. Like even the people I follow, because the people that are unhealthy is like the fitness people that I follow. Like everything's like curated to be on Instagram. It's like overly positive, and now it's like you kind of want to vomit because it's just like just shooting rainbows and sunshine and stuff like that. You know, there's a like middle ground, but yeah, just being real.
Yeah, I think but it's hard to do that. It's like kind of a vulnerable thing, especially when the world of it is so, like you're saying, like curated and like strategic.
And they're like selling themselves. They're like selling a product. They're like marketing themselves.
Yeah,
essentially.
that part of it is weird too.
Yeah. I don't even know if I would like to live in that realm. Imagine the pressure of just keeping up with social media if you have that much following.
Like shit.
That sounds horrible.
Paige, what's her name?
Hathaway?
Yeah. Did you see her like in labor photo when she was having her kid a couple months ago?
Dude, like imagine being the husband, right?
Got makeup on. She's got like a dewy glow.
Stop.
Her hair is like done. I'm like, but you're in labor.
I know, and you shouldn't be doing that.
You're
honestly.
allowed to look like
and
shit.
if I'm the husband,
Oh, he was
they're
there too,
like
girl.
in the midst of it, the doctor's like, push, and she's like, hold up, take my phone, sweaty palms, sweat all over the phone. You know, not that one, the next one. This is unnecessary. That's too
A lot.
But you have to be like that.
Yeah, it's like
She has to be
she's
like that.
Allowed these people in, like all of her followers are a part of her life essentially at this point.
Yeah.
And it's like she can't. And I mean, she could make the choice, or whoever is in this world could make the choice to have privacy in that moment. And
Yeah.
I think people would respect that, but I think she probably felt some pressure of like, oh, like my life is, I share my life with people. Like I don't have the freedom to have privacy. Like here's a picture of me having a fucking baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Here you go, world.
Well, and I saw, this is getting good. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it was her. I vaguely remember my memory. So there was kind of like a Gary Vaynerchuk. Is that how you say his name?
Vaynerchuk.
Gary Vayner.
Vaynerchuk. I don't know. Something like that.
So I think Paige Hathaway went to go talk to him about social media advice. And this is a good point about social media and people like marketing themselves on there. But she went to him and he's just so blunt and upfront. I think he's like, you need to market yourself and like create yourself more valuable than just a hot girl doing workouts, essentially. And I swear, like if I was her, I'd probably feel really uncomfortable with that statement. But it's like, I'm not saying I like Paige. I'm not talking and I'm not speaking for her, but there's a lot of women out there that do that, you know? And I that's like, put some butt photos, man. You're going to get some followings on there. And then I'm going to follow you. And then I'm going to feel really bad about myself, about the endless amount of squats I have to do to
fucking
obtain that.
107.
It's genetics. That thing ain't.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Genetics or no, I mean not that she has plastic surgery, but some people get fake butts.
Yeah, really? Oh man, I don't even know if I can tell. Sometimes people get away, like because they have so much money, it's like looks so natural. It gets away from me like that I would actually identify as that plastic surgery.
Yeah.
That was very long-winded of me. I walked around the bush and then
you jumped in it.
Have
you seen the meme that's like proof that nobody's ugly? Just people are poor, or you're not ugly, you're just poor.
Oh my gosh, it's true.
One of the Kardashians, and she's like getting into a car, and she looks like, I don't know which one it is, and she looks like scary, and then it's like side by side of her just like gorgeous at an award show.
I know.
It's true. We just are poor. That's all it is.
Well, and they also pay their paparazzi. They pay specific paparazzi to just take good photos of them.
Damn. I don't know that life.
I know. I don't know that luxury.
Luxury.
I don't know that luxury of like being able to spend like $1,000 on a facial on a Tuesday.
Hey,
just a casual Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about weird shit that we've done on social media.
Oh, heck yeah. This is, okay, I like me gusta, baby. Getting funky with it. Okay. Okay, I think I creep people out. I need to stop it with the voices.
No, you don't creep people out.
Oh, okay, cool.
I can't think I know I've done a lot of weird shit on social media. I've like
ex-girlfriends. You never look at the person that you're dating, look at their ex-girlfriend?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know when you get excited, like maybe you first don't know, you hear about the ex-girlfriend, but like you don't know her name, so you can't really like do any creeping.
Yeah.
That's what Facebook is for stalking.
Oh, for sure.
It's for old people in my hometown and for stalking. But then you get that, you hear the name one time when you're hanging out,
you're just
and
like,
you're just
cool.
like, you put it in your pocket and you're just ready to get out of that situation so you can go home and fucking stalk this person.
You have like the clipboard ready.
You like,
worked at JCPenney.
Got it.
2015. I'm there. You know, graduated.
Best friends with Amanda, like
Best friend of mine. Graduated 2015. I'm gonna find you. It's like when you're with your girlfriends, you're like drinking wine. It's like in your subconscious that you do want to creep, and the more you drink it, slowly unravels yourself. And you and your friend are like, you're like, is she prettier than me? You're like going through photos. She's not prettier than me. I mean, look at this photo.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Woof.
He is lucky to have me.
Yeah.
So I am like, I was known at my last office job to be like an excellent Facebook creeper. So I would get like people would send me names, and if they couldn't find people.
Brooke, you've been
It's like,
withholding this?
girl, I have my
Are
ways.
you serious?
I have my ways. But really
Okay.
what it is they're just, these people just didn't understand that you can search through like towns and
Wait, hold up.
friends and-
I don't think people understand these angles.
There's lots of angles. There's ways to get there.
There's gonna be pissed off boyfriends on the and husbands on the other side of this,
No, they're
giving
fine.
women different segues to figure it out. You know.
There's so many options. You can search through towns. You can search through like, you can go. This is my favorite. This is the easiest way to do it.
Okay.
Is to like go through potential like mutual friends of this person.
Seriously.
Like, so say for example, you are dating a guy who has an ex, and like maybe they're not friends on Facebook anymore. You got, depending on how many friends he has, you got a million other opportunities to find this person through their mutual friends. So like,
Wow.
you could go through his friends' friends, or no, sorry, his friends. Yeah, his friends' friends. That's what I'm saying.
Friends. Yeah.
And then search for that person within their friends, because maybe those people are still friends.
I'm like old school. I'm like grandma status. Like, just look it up on the Google bar.
The
Type in Facebook and look for their Facebook.
Google machine.
You're ahead of the game.
Girl.
Well, how did you start that? Like, who were you searching for that you were like finding different angles?
Psychopathy is how I started that.
Psychopathy?
I'm sure it had to do with like my big ex, my 10-year ex,
Yeah.
probably. It's probably where it started. Like I'm sure he mentioned a girl one time, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Who is this bitch?
Who is she?
I'm gonna find her."
She still got braces. She's 25. Not a competition. But that's like how it has to kind of be, you know? I mean, you could look at the content that they're sharing and you're like, this person's really deep. But really, most of the time, you're just like shallow surface, like, well, I'll look better than her. You know what I mean? And I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I even at this stage in life. I know that's what I used to do when I
used to do it
was.
as well.
Used to what?
I used to do it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think now if I do it, it's more of like a curiosity thing. It's not necessarily like a
Comparative.
yeah.
And like shallow, like looks kind of based thing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
same.
more of I've evolved in my Facebook
Yeah.
stalking. Thanks.
Yeah, same. I don't even know if I like face our Instagram creep. It's just like looking at people that I admire their life. What are you thinking?
I have a bad Instagram creep.
Ooh, wait, like somebody creeping you? Are you creeping them? Who's
Me
a creeper?
creeping them, girl.
Oh, you the creepy. You the okay. Who is it?
So, Turnpike Troubadours.
Mm-hmm.
That
You love them.
yes, they were my favorite band for a long time. I was in love with the frontman, Evan Felker. Like in love, wanted to marry.
Does he know
so, I don't think so. I mean, it would be really weird if he
this?
did.
Tag him.
So he doesn't have social media,
Love it.
right? And so,
He's an intellectual baby.
yeah, no, he's not.
Oh, okay.
He thinks he is, probably. But so I was very curious to find out whether or not he had a girlfriend. So
What did you do, Brooke? You know what's so funny? This is like the Tennessee story where you like aligned the stars for y'all to meet. This is so funny. What'd you do?
So I found somehow, I'm not even real clear on how I did it. This was all on Instagram. I think I probably just searched like Turnpike's followers, and I found his sister. And then through his sister, I was like looking through her photos, and I found a picture of him and his girlfriend in his sister's photos, and the girlfriend was
Seriously?
tagged.
Oh, did you creep on her next?
Hell yeah, you
You're like,
better believe.
Stop. So what?
And
what
of course,
kind of
she
things?
was like gorgeous, like
of course, they always
amazingly
are.
gorgeous, like massive boobs, like just super hot. I was like, fuck.
Damn it.
This sucks. I wish I didn't know.
Yeah.
Whoops. That was a while ago. I'm better now. Okay?
Yeah,
I'm doing
it's
all
okay.
right.
It's okay to creep.
I spent like probably like the better part of an evening doing that though. Like I'm gonna say an hour and a half.
Imagine if you were like drinking and doing it.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
It'd probably like go downhill real quick.
Start commenting on her shit.
Making snarky comments.
He doesn't love you.
Yeah, like you know what I mean?
What
You're
fuck?
or like stuff that's like super indirect or like passive aggressive. You aren't the top brass. You know what I mean? Who is this person?
Immediate block.
That's funny.
Have you done any creepy things?
Creepy things. I think are like maybe something creepy I would do is like if I had like a crush on somebody. Like of course man, everybody knows this. You out there, I know y'all know this. When you got a crush on somebody, you got to look up all the gram. And you got to make sure your fingers ain't tappy too much.
Oh, God.
Because you can't be liking photos in 2013, man. Because that's too much, man.
Do you ever have it where you think you did and just like all of the anxiety starts rushing through your body?
Heck
of like,
yeah.
fuck.
Heck yeah. And I'm a horrible liar. I'd say something stupid, it was my dog. Or like, my nephew, this is me. This is actually like literally something like verbatim I'd say. Like, first off, I'd wait until I see them again. I'd start pacing. I'd start sweating, but they don't know I'm sweating. I just am fully aware that I'm sweating. I'd be like, and then it wouldn't even be like an appropriate time to say this. I'd just find a segue. They'd be like, how was your weekend? And they wouldn't even care. They wouldn't even notice, but I would be aware, and that would overwhelm me to the fact that I'd be like, yeah, my nephew was on my phone, and he was just, like, doing weird stuff. Sorry I liked that photo for 2015. And then that's when they would fully comprehend that I actually had, like, some child, like, immature-ass crush on them. Like, that's so bad. That would be the truth.
Oh, that would be my life. Except for... I think I would probably immediately text. Maybe not anymore, but I would
do
like
the immediate texting.
I would like immediately text and be like, sorry, my aunt was looking at photos of you on my phone.
She thinks you're a cutie. That would actually be a good one. Be like,
She's
sorry,
old.
my aunt got drunk. She
took my phone.
She thought you were cute.
I don't know. She creeped you. She found you.
She's a
sorry.
cougar.
I know I don't follow you or anything, but
Oh my gosh, I don't follow you. Oh,
that would be the worst.
That'd be the whipped cream. They're like, we had one conversation before.
Excuse me, who is this?
Who is this again?
No deal.
Well, I found you through your sister, and you don't have
through
a
your
sister.
girlfriend's Instagram.
Have you ever had somebody creep you?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. How do you...
So-
Okay, signs that somebody's creeping you. You're not the creepy. They're the creeper.
Signs. So, well, this one's like... It was a guy that I dated, and he was essentially haunting me. Do you know what haunting is?
Well, yeah, like a ghost haunting.
Yeah.
Like, boo, I'm here. No, I'm not. No, wait, I'm here.
So, haunting is like a millennial dating term that basically... Like, after you break up, I think it's normally supposed to be when someone ghosts you.
Mm-hmm.
And then they stay around on your social media, though. And, like your stuff and, like, watch your stories. That's haunting.
Okay.
Because they're ghosts, but they're still there. Haunting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had that. It wasn't somebody who I broke up with someone, and then they just would like occasionally like a photo from like 2012 at like 2 a.m.
Wow. And you're like, are they drunk right now?
Yeah, they like for sure they were.
Because
Yeah.
like soberly.
And just the gall to like actually, I mean, it could have been an accident, except for it happened like 2 or 3 times, so I don't think it was. It just was like drunk confidence of like, what are you trying to accomplish with that? Like, oh, I'm gonna like this photo of her grandparents from 2012, and she's gonna reach out to me tomorrow, and we're gonna get everything started.
Well, you know how worse it is when they don't reach out the next day.
Yeah, I never did.
No, but like
so-
us are like we're gonna take the initiative. We're gonna speak about it before it's spoken about. We're gonna control it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I
Not
think
control
we
it.
would do it in a real way where we actually spoke words to the person, where
Yeah.
that's like some weird like passive aggressive way of like not actually having any balls, but thinking like maybe if I like this photo that will make her talk to me.
Yeah, it's like you're at a party and like there's a weird guy in the corner. He's just staring at you, and you're like, I know he's interested, but he hasn't even talked.
Yeah, it's a very unattractive way to go about it.
Yeah, that is super.
for sure.
I agree. There's guys out there jotting down notes right now. 2012, not okay. 2013, good to
Fine,
go.
fine.
kinda
Grandparents,
close.
weird. Picture
Weird.
of her, okay.
Okay.
No, listen, guys of the world, Colt, take notes. Just be direct.
He's a little. He's like, man, what is this gonna want?
I'm sure Colt's,
Okay.
I'm sure Colt's great at all that stuff.
Thank you.
Colt's
Yeah,
great at
I-
everything.
I don't-
Yeah, he seems very
No.
kind.
I
No.
don't stalk people though.
No?
Like even people that I've dated, I have not gone through their old Instagram.
It's very good. Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't ever.
You don't
do
look at ex-boyfriends or anything? I don't know.
it. Your face.
I don't know. I mean, I think I'm not saying that I don't do it, and obviously,
It's fine, Steve.
but I'm just.
I mean,
Look how like self-incriminating this isn't continuously being. I'm trying to just explain that I don't do that anymore. I'm mature.
Oh shit.
All right, well,
All right, let's get out of here.
let's skedaddle. Let's hit the hay.
We literally are kind of going to. We're about to get under these covers, girl.
Under the covers, because today we are doing the podcast from whose bed?
My bad.
Her bed. Super comfy. I don't know why.
That's fine. I like it.
I feel like I'm like a low key kind of like a dating profile site. I'm like, Brooke's bed's comfy. Her name's Brooke.
just so you fellows out there know,
Yeah.
it's comfy as hell.
Cool.
It's not that comfy. It's fine. You don't have to lie to me, Steve.
It's not like you know what? It's a nice. It's not like I don't know. Look, don't ask me questions. I'll go on a freaking spiral with it.
All right, let's do our favorite part of the episode where we try to sign off.
Yeah. How do we do this again?
Okay,
Okay, no, I'm starting to cringe.
We just hate goodbyes. It's all.
Okay. Yeah, goodbye, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. And then next week, what are we going to be talking about? Self-doubt, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Y'all guys have a good one. Nice talking to you.
Favorite.
Bye.
Okay, bye next time. Okay, thanks for listening to us, guys.
Yes. If you want to give a shout out or just reach us.
Yeah, or send in like a topic you want us to bullshit on.
Yeah. Our email is helpthepodcast@gmail.com. And our Instagram is
It is at The Help Podcast.
at the Help Podcast.
And you can search Facebook, The Help Podcast. We're on there as well. And you can find all of our episodes on any major podcasting platform. iTunes, Stitcher.
Or if you get confused, just email us.
We'll help you. We'll send you the link, girl. It's fine.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Y'all have a good one.